After some high drama in Game 1, a capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
John Lester is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was pretty effective. Got the win and only allowed 2 runs. Going to try and do that here again.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Chase Utley heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
First pitch, 7:06.
Chopped weakly to the left. Montero gonna have to hurry and reined in one away.
In the second spot time, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Striding into the box, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the seats, 0-1. Lester gets the sign. Here he comes, 0-1. And he falls behind, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
And you know, these guys come in here off of a loss in Game 1. And maybe that's to be expected. Remember, these guys are the underdogs in this series. But if they have any designs on winning this series, that makes this Game 2 such an important game. You'd hate to go home down 2 games to nothing already. And knowing that you'd need to take 3 in a row to win the series, it just doesn't happen very often.
Justin Turner will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Rich Hill will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, but wasn't able to get a decision. I look to get a W here in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about first basemen that are just very smooth, Adrian Gonzalez, he comes to mind. Not the most athletic guy and may not cover a ton of ground, but everything he does just looks very smooth. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Peterson. One down.
Batting second, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One out, nobody on. Hit sharply toward the right side. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Chris Bryant will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Peterson, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you, if I had a base hit taken away by a runner getting forced out by an outfielder, well, you'd have to put a straitjacket on me because, you know, I didn't get many hits. That's just a really bad read right there and a real waste of a base runner.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. They'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. 1 left for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Adrian Gonzalez will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lester's ready. Here it is on 0-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, The catcher.
Yasmani Grandal will get his first cuts here.
Grandal.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
And he lays off there 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Yasiel Puig into the box here in the top of the 2nd, looking to keep this inning going. Into the windup and the pitch. Rolled slowly to first. Rizzo scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Addison Russell strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the 2nd inning.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Kendrick is in his tracks now. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it now is Utley. And that's out number 2. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Number 40 set to hit now for the first time. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Puig. And that's the 3rd out. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Howie Kendrick will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count. 0-2.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. I mean, if he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Lester has his target. 0-1 on its way. Lifted in the air to center. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Rich Hill will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Miguel Montero digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
This is pulled into right. Puig is there, 1 away.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Stepping in now, John Lester. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
Dexter Fowler will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Puig is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Chase Utley will stand in to begin their half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Lester into his motion, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's ball 2.
And that misses 2-2.
I think he had him flinching on that one. That nearly came back to the inside corner.
Lifted the other way to left center. Fowler on the run. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a two-base error.
Here's Corey Seager. Oh, and Montero can't squeeze it as it gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Boy, and the defense has really let him down here in this inning. They've been hit with an error already. Now, a passed ball.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Justin Turner stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, but this time if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
Dribbled to the right side. Montero is up with it. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Adrian Gonzalez in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Snap throw from the catcher. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Weakly hit towards first. Rizzo takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Puig. 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Chris Bryant steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Pops this one up. Turner is under it near the mound. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there now.
Ben Zobrist will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say, it may be about time to start taking a pitch or 2.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Puig moves over, And that ends the inning. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Yasmani Grandal will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Settling in now, Yasiel Puig. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Howie Kendrick digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. Back with more postseason baseball. Addison Russell comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Kendrick ranging back. Still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. so you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The right fielder, number 20.
Here's Jason Hayward now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kendrick on the move. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head.
Nearly a great play out left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
Standing in now, number 40. High and deep to left center field. Peterson going back on it at the track. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning, so they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
Up next for the Cubs.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero.
As he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And Gonzalez takes this one over to first himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
John Lester in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Check swing grounder to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's doing going down the line. I mean, I love hustle as much as the next guy, but right there, that's an invitation to the 60-day DL. I hope he knows a good shoulder surgeon because he's going to need one if he keeps that up.
Dexter Fowler will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning. And now all of a sudden, he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And even with 3 runs in here, that guy's still a threat to go at first. He may try and make this inning worse.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson shading to his right. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front, 3-0. Jock Peterson will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The pitcher number
All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Kike Hernandez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 14, Kike Hernandez.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Hit out towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Chase Utley will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Chop foul right at home plate. The Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Dodgers down in order. Still down 3-0. Pedro Baez will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
Chris Bryant will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Peterson. He's got it one away.
The second baseman,
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Now in the box, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Addison Russell will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The relay, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
You have got to be kidding me. You're not going to see this ever. I mean, this is a base hit all day long, but he comes up firing from his outfield position, and they wind up getting a force on the play.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Corey Seager will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And I believe that's going to be all for John Lester. Hector Rondon will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Justin Turner will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Well, that one got the pitcher, and he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Rondon pauses. First pitch on the way. Tap foul at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. Again down to second. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he comes up empty, and there are 2 away.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for L.A. They trail in this one 3-0. Number 40 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. Utley's up with it. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher,
Miguel Montero will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. From the stretch. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Kendrick has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Javier Baez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Swing and a liner, but foul. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And here's where, on the mound, you got to tell yourself, he did everything right there. This was an 0-2 pitch, and he did a great job of getting him to hit it on the ground. Just happens to find a hole on the right side. I mean, what are you going to do?
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit in the air out toward left. Kendrick has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but they lead it 3-0. Justin Grimm will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
52, Justin Grimm.
Leading off the inning, Yasiel Puig, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Howie Kendrick stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
He breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Jock Peterson will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 3-0. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he's set down, 1 away.
He's put together 2 spotless innings so far out of the bullpen. I think a third would be above and beyond the call of duty.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Puig, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Second baseman, number 18.
Yeah, he got a pretty good pitch to hit there. He puts a real charge into this thing. You see it rattle around the plant life out there, and he pulls into second with 2 bases.
Ben Zobrist digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Puig calls for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. Andre Ethier is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
So with a save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed, the very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit. I just don't get it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
I'm still not totally sure why you let him swing the bat there. It almost seems like they're waving the white flag. I just don't get it.
Chase Utley will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
In the air to straightaway right. Hayward giving chase. He's there, but oh, he missed it. And Utley still going. He's heading for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well deserved.
Here's Corey Seager as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Snap throw from the catcher. One out and a runner on third. Throw over to third, but the runner's back easily. Snap throw from the catcher. Chapman sets. Here's the 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long. And here, I mean, if this is a high chopper to short, it's an RBI. If it's a lazy fly to right, it's an RBI. Point is, you've got to put the ball in play with a runner on third and 1 out. That's just basic execution that's lacking right there.
Into the box, Justin Turner, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Backhanded. Throw onto first, and the ball game is over.
Oh, that's just flat out nasty. Chapman's got to be the guy you least want to see out there in the 9th inning. He gets the final 3 outs here, and he picks up a save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 3-0. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 8 hits.